So ever since the establishment of the European Economic Area in 1994, Norway has worked closely with the European Union, and we are part of the same market. And therefore we are also part of the solidarity within the European Union, and we contribute through separate funding schemes. Then of course the focus today is NGO programs. The program that we launched today is not the first Norwegian-funded program for civil society in Poland. That comes back since the early 80s. It's a long history of solidarity between Norway and Poland. But the fund today is part of a new package that is a lot of programs within health, energy, education, many areas, and the NGO fund is one of the programs that we finance. We are very happy to say that we have a very good and very close relationship with the Polish government, and we had an agreement also 5 years ago where we decided to set aside quite an amount for civil society. Also this time around, the Polish government has been very forthcoming, giving priority to civil society. And I think they really need an applause for setting aside 37 million euros that could be spent on other issues for the civil society. So give them an applause for that. There are very important reasons why we should finance and set aside funding for civil society these days. Europe is going through a deep crisis, not only economically, but socially, politically, constitutionally in some countries. And without civil society, no democracy. Civil society is one of the sectors that are suffering from the economic crisis. Even though the Polish economy is going quite well, we see that there is a huge lack of funding possibilities for good civil society initiatives. So these are important issues for all countries in Europe. We need to mobilize citizens, we need to engage them, we need to empower them. Civil society can formulate an alternative. They can tackle key concerns, and they can give marginalized parts of the population a voice. We are specifically concerned about some tendencies that are going on in Europe today. Together with the Council of Europe, we have launched a no-hate campaign and focusing a lot on youth bloggers and the social media. We all know that hatred is spread easily on the internet, and we don't know how do we combat it, how do we deal with it, how do we come to grip with the threats that internet poses. Internet is a fantastic tool for spreading of democracy, for freedom movements, but it's also a tool for the spreading of hatred. And it's a key challenge to all of us to see how can we combat that. Another worrying thing all over Europe, especially worth mentioning in this building, is of course that there is a rising tendency for anti-Semitism all over Europe. So these are just examples of what we would like to see. We look very much forward to working in the civil society in Poland. We know that you are doing tremendous efforts. You devote a lot of time, and there are great results of your work. Poland is a landmark when it comes to civil society. I want to mention just that we work with a lot of institutions, and within the Battery Foundation you will have information about this if you want to get closer to these institutions. And I just want to especially mention the Norwegian Helsinki Committee in Norway. They work to provide partnership if you would like to enter into bilateral cooperation with Norwegian partners. There are representatives here today that you can talk to, but I look forward really to see a lot of thousand flowers blossoming through closer cooperation between NGOs in Norway and NGOs in Poland. So the best of luck to all of you. Thank you.